Ancestor altars are not superstition. They're energy portals, and they're how you reconnect to what was stolen. In modern society, ancestor altars are often dismissed as cultural relics, witchy practices, or outdated rituals reserved for ancient traditions. But that dismissal is by design. Because the truth is, ancestor altars are not superstition. They are technology, spiritual technology, energetic portals, a system of direct connection between timelines, frequencies, and bloodlines. They're not about worship. They're about witnessing, remembering, repairing. And they are one of the most powerful tools you can use to heal generational patterns, restore spiritual inheritance, and break free from invisible agreements made long before you were born. When you create an altar for your ancestors, you are not bowing down to them. You're reaching back to retrieve what was cut off. You're saying, I see you. I honor you. I acknowledge what was passed to me, good and bad. And that acknowledgement opens a two-way current. It allows you to send healing to the ones who came before and to receive guidance and strength that you didn't know was still accessible. Most of us are walking around with spiritual amnesia. We don't know who we came from. We don't know what was taken. We don't even know what we're repeating. The altar brings clarity. It pulls memory out of the blood and makes it visible in the space. You don't need to know your whole family tree to do this. You don't need birth records or DNA tests. All you need is intention. You begin by creating a space that says, this is sacred. This is where the past speaks. Place a small table or shelf in a quiet corner. Cover it with a cloth. Add a candle, a glass of water, maybe a photo of someone you know. Or if not, just write, to my bloodline, known and unknown. Add something natural, a stone, a flower, a leaf, something to represent earth, breath, presence. And then sit with it. Speak to it. Say, I'm listening now. Show me what I carry. Show me what I can return. You may cry. You may feel energy shift. You may have dreams that begin revealing old patterns. That's part of the clearing. Because most of what you're carrying didn't start with you. It started generations back, when someone in your line made a contract under pressure, or broke a vow they never meant to, or died with their truth buried under shame. These echoes don't vanish. They imprint. And without tools like ancestor altars, we just keep repeating the symptoms without ever seeing the source. This isn't just about grief or honor. It's about spiritual accuracy. Because you can't walk clean in this life if the foundation you stand on is still vibrating with distortion. Ancestral work is how you sweep the floor of your lineage. It's how you say, I'm not just here to heal myself. I'm here to repair the entire signal. And that changes your frequency in ways no self-help book ever could. If someone in your line was erased, dishonored, or forgotten, especially if they were victims of colonization, violence, slavery, or systemic erasure, then ancestor work becomes not just spiritual, but revolutionary. You're not just lighting a candle. You're lighting the path back to spiritual authority. You're saying, what they tried to destroy still lives in me, and I'm not ashamed to call it forward. And if that feels intimidating, start simple. Speak their names if you know them. Say thank you. Offer water and refresh it every few days. Keep the altar clean. Don't let it become decorative. Let it be alive. Let it be a place you return to when you need grounding, clarity, or recalibration. Over time, you'll feel the difference. You'll walk with more protection. Your decisions will sharpen. The patterns you use to repeat unconsciously will begin to break. Because you're no longer moving alone. You're moving with a line of wisdom at your back. This isn't mythology. This is mechanics. Because lineage is circuitry. And ancestor altars are the switchboards. They reconnect what's been severed, and once the current flows again, so does your power. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Soul Series, where we go beyond the surface of self-help, beyond the noise of the mind, and straight to the intelligence of the soul. This is not a motivational series. This is a remembrance. A return to the part of you that never forgot why you came here, even when the world tried to make you forget. If you've been searching for your purpose, your clarity, your power, not just on paper, but on a soul level, this is the series that delivers it. We're not playing small here. This is spiritual science meets divine design, a roadmap for awakening, alignment, and mission. Here's what's inside. Soul Game. Discover your purpose by design. Life is not random. It's a map, and your soul came in with a blueprint. In this module, we dive deep into the soul's architecture, why you're here, what you're built for, and how to stop surviving and start living by design. This isn't a guessing game. It's your coded mission. Soul surgery, the work of iconic soul surgeons. You've heard of heart surgery. But soul surgery? That's legacy work. This session explores the sacred role of soul surgeons, those who guide others through identity death and spiritual rebirth. We break down how true soul-level transformation happens and why it's the most powerful healing work on earth. Soul portals, life, death, and iconic transitional moments. Every soul enters and exits through a portal, but most people miss it. This module teaches you how to recognize soul portals, births, deaths, awakenings, relationship ruptures, and treat them as sacred rituals, not random chaos. This is where real magic lives. In the thresholds. Miracles are real. You've been trained to believe in logic, but the soul operates through synchronicity, serendipity, and sudden shifts. This lesson rewires your mind to expect the impossible, because when your soul is aligned, the universe responds. We break down real miracles, real patterns, and how to become a magnet for the miraculous. Right sight, perception, and reality. The world you see is not the only world there is. This powerful teaching dives into the mechanics of spiritual perception, how your lens creates your life. You'll learn how to reprogram your sight to align with truth, not trauma. Because when you see clearly, you create cleanly. In-tune soul, sensory intelligence, and inner feedback systems. Your soul is always speaking. The problem is, most people have been trained to ignore it. In this module, we decode the human feedback systems, the energetic chills, the gut pulls, the emotional radar that lets you know what's true. You'll learn how to tune in with surgical precision and follow your soul in real time. This isn't spiritual fluff. This is soul-level precision training for the modern mystic. Whether you're in a rebirth, a dark night, or finally ready to step into what you really came here to do, the Soul series will take you there. This is the map for the ones who were never meant to fit in, because they were meant to lead. If you've been waiting for your signal, this is it. The Soul series is open now. Your soul remembers. Now it's your time to remember too. Let's move.